Hyena, who is hiding behind a tree, realizes that his presence has been uncovered. He hates the new development because he will lose out on the benefits he enjoyed from being close to the king. Apart from eating King Lion's leftovers, he was always the first to drink water from an exclusive pond meant for the king. He would always drink the water before the king to ensure that it was not poisoned by some malicious animal. Snake was not allowed to drink water from this pond lest he contaminates it with his venom. This made Hyena the second most important animal in the jungle. He wanted to attack and spread fear in the hearts of the election committee members, but now that they were aware of his presence, he needed to retreat and craft another plan. As the proverb goes, it was foolish to spread a net in full view of the birds. He walked back and returned to King Lion's den.
Hyena has left. I can smell his stench retreating.
I can see a spotted animal walking away. He is trying to hide behind the trees. Let us continue with our meeting. Flamingo was writing something.
Flamingo writes one more quality of a good leader and steps back to allow the animals to read what he has written.
Allow me to read and shed some light on the qualities. Please correct me if I'm wrong. These are the qualities of the next king. Number 1, the next king must be good-mannered. This means the king does not steal jungle or community property. It also means that the king does not give or receive a bribe. Finally, being good-mannered means that the king should have a good name and reputation in this jungle. Number 2, the king must be humble. This means that the king should relate well with all animals. Number 3, the next king must be honest. This means that the king should tell the truth at all times. Number 4, the next king must be kind. This means that the king should value others and be willing to help in any way possible. Number 5, the next king must be wise. This means that the king should make decisions that show good judgment. Number 6, the next king must be one that loves the jungle. This means that the king should place the interest of the jungle before self-interest. Number 7, the next king must be one that has written plans for the future. I guess that this is self-explanatory. A wise lady once said that a goal without a plan is just a wish.
I am very proud of each one's contribution. What we are doing today will change the destiny of our jungle. It will help our young ones to live in a safer jungle. We will never again be ruled through fear.
We agree.
With your permission, let us make a rule that an animal could only be king for 5 years, after which the animals will vote again.
We agree.
Let us also make a rule that there can be only one king at a time.
We agree.
Thank you very much, fellow animals. Let us now wait until King Lion calls for the meeting after 1 week as he promised.
Shouldn't beauty be one of the qualities of the next king?
Leadership has nothing to do with physical appearance. It is only in human country wherein their foolishness. They elect leaders according to looks and appearances. But here in our jungle, we must rise above such mediocrity.
Can I be made a leader of a visual objection, or of beauty contests, or the commander of chiefs, or maybe a leader of the minority monarchy? Just make me an important leader!
By the way, who invited you into our meeting? Get out of here! You are not a member of the election committee!
These animals don't even like me!
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How far are we from getting a new king?
Our committee has made the rules that will be used in electing the new king. We have also set the qualities that we will be looking at when animals begin to appear before the committee.
That is excellent. I hope King Lion will be calling a meeting soon. It has been 1 week since we had the last meeting with him.
Maybe I can go and ask him to call all animals for a meeting.
Let me go with you.
Do you have an appointment?
No, we don't. We do not need an appointment to meet the king.
The king is busy. He has no time for small matters.
Busy doing what? Move out of the way or we will crush your little body under our feet.
I have just spotted Elephant and Giraffe. They are demanding to see you without an appointment.
Those big animals are up to no good. Let us fight them.
I'm still feeling a little unwell. Elephant hit me very hard last week.
What brings you here?
It is only polite to greet us first. We are here on a very important mission. We want to find out if you plan to call all animals for another meeting. You said that you would call us back for a meeting after 1 week. It has now been more than a week.
Go and come back after 3 days. Have a little patience.
I do not think that King Lion wants to call for a meeting. He is just playing games with us.
Since our committee is independent, I think we can call the animals for a meeting.
Good idea. I will use my natural trumpet. We have a meeting now.
Who told you to hold a meeting? No animal is allowed to hold a meeting in my jungle.
Last week, you told us that we should hold this meeting so that we can choose a new king. Is that true, my fellow animals?
Yes!
Thank you very much, my fellow animals. This jungle does not belong to a few animals. This jungle belongs to all of us.
Yes!
We say no to fear. You can follow the king too.
Let me stay here. I want to be the next king. I also want to be king.
I called you here because we had started a process of getting a new king. We formed a committee of 7 animals, and they have done some work. I now ask Giraffe to come and tell us what they have done and what we will do next.
I hope that every animal can see me. I do not need to climb where Elephant is for you to see me.
Yes!
Our committee came up with 7 qualities of a good leader. We have written them down on that rock. If you think that you have the 7 qualities, you can appear before our committee. We will start having meetings to select animals who have those qualities from today afternoon. Everyone who thinks that they can be a good king should read that wall. I will now call Tortoise to tell us the next step. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Although we have written down the qualities of a good leader, we want all the animals in the jungle to know that a good leader is not one with a long tail or long hair or long teeth. Physical appearance or a good body alone cannot make one a good leader. When you vote for a new king, ask yourself a few questions. Will that animal make life better for all of us in the jungle? Or will they make life better for themselves? Ask yourself if that king has a plan and whether they are honest enough to keep their word. Do not listen to empty promises. Before you vote, think very carefully about the character of the one you vote for. Always remember that a poor leader will keep you enslaved to their poor choices and decisions. Do you want to be slaves? No! Good. Vote wisely. I do not need to tell you what a poor leader can do.
We have seen it for ourselves!
We have made a rule that an animal can only be king for 5 years. We will hold elections after every 5 years. We have also agreed there can only be one king at a time. All animals who want to be king will stand before our committee. If you prove to us that you have all 7 qualities, you will go to the next stage. The next stage is to talk to all animals and convince them about why they should vote for you. This should take 3 days. After the 3 days, we will hold an election, and everyone will vote. The animal who wins the most votes shall be the new king.
Thank you very much for your wise words, Mr. Tortoise. As a teacher and an elder, I will be training the young ones on how to become good leaders. Let us all now go and read the writing on the rock. After that, those who want to be king can appear before the independent committee.
Why do you want to be our king?
I have very smart ideas. I am very educated, and I have a lot of experience in leadership after being King Lion's advisor.
You are in a habit of using very abusive language. Do you remember using words like nonsense and ugly feet when referring to Peacock? Do you remember boasting that you are more beautiful than Peacock? You may be very educated, but you seem to lack wisdom.
I will change my behavior. I will stop using abusive language.
Do you remember what you told me today when I wanted to talk to King Lion?
I can't remember.
Seems like your memory is as bad as your character. But let me remind you what you said. You told me, an elephant, that the king has no time for small matters. You think that electing a new leader is a small matter? You think that electing a good leader who will improve the life that we live is a small matter? You have failed the test of leadership. You think too highly of yourself. Pride is a very bad disease in a leader. Let us have the next animal.
You all hate me. You are trying to rig the elections. None of you has integrity. You are all unfit to hold office. I will revisit this matter soon.